Welcome back. Who am I kidding? You can see my candle glowing. That's literally why I set it up like this. So you can see the candle and you can see my lights. Okay. Red seems to be no. You know what people say about red lights. You know what? It's fine for now. Fall reading diaries, as YouTube likes to call it. I might decorate my room for fall. It's not looking great. One, I don't have any wall space. Without things looking too cluttered, too crowded. I like everything how it is. And two, I don't have any money to buy like physical things. The lights will have to do. First book we're gonna be reading, Assistant to the Villain, which it's kind of awesome. My library has the sprayed edges version. This is also due tomorrow. I also have it on audiobook and my library has the ebook version available. So I copped both of those. But I just want to have at least a few chapters reading with the sprayed edges because it's just glorious. And I know the third book just came out in this series and oh my god, I'm so excited. I've heard so much about the frog. Like, this is literally who I'm gonna imagine. His name's Ricky. I got him in London. That's literally all I know about this book is the frog. Probably not gonna get super far because it is 5 p.m. right now. And then I would do this and make it naked. I'm gonna shut up. Are we rocking with the flannel? I have my candle going. I have a reading vlog on and gonna continue Assistant to the Villain. I really like the dynamic between the villain and our main character. I'm forgetting everyone's name right now. I also really like Kingsley. Shocker. I feel like I haven't read enough books with like an animal sidekick. I don't really know if that's what I would call Kingsley. And I'm kind of upset about it, so I fear that will be the new trope I'm looking for. She also kind of has the fall vibe going with the lights. Okay, Haley. Okay, I messed with the microphone settings for a little bit. We'll see how this works out. Sorry, I don't have any fall lights on. That's really disrespectful of me for this. What was I thinking? I am wearing Nightmare Before Christmas socks in spirit. Assistant to the Villain. Let's get to the point. Let's get to the point, shall we? I'm still not that far into it, but there's just so much I want to talk about. So, first, Kingsley. I know I already talked about him, but he can only write the one word at a time. Oh my god, he's coming home with me. Second, I had a hard time picturing who the villain would be in my head. I went between Flynn Rider or Eugene from Tangled, and then I was like, no. And then I had Prince Charming from Shrek. I was picturing him for a little bit, and I was like, no. But I think now I've decided on Hades, like the Disney version of Hades. Because I also looked at fan art, which I know is so risky. I know it's like the most risky thing you could do, especially when you're in the beginning of a book. I just didn't know who to picture. So, but I love their dynamic and also the writing. Like some things are just written like so cartoony, kind of like maybe zany, but it's not a bad thing and I'm really enjoying it because there was one, it was like she backed away like from the door when she was talking to the villain like in his office and it was just written such like a you could picture like you know like a cartoon they like back away from, like that. Yeah, for the tone of this book, yeah, I'm vibing with it hard. Hello chat, it is Editing Jordan coming to you live. I didn't feel like turning any lights on, so my phone's flashlight is gonna have to do and we're just gonna have to work with it and we're gonna have to accept that. I never gave a review for Assistant to the Villain. I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I loved it so much. It was the perfect blend of like high stakes fantasy but also gave like the cozy vibes that I really enjoy in fantasy. Oh, it was dual POV, but it was still third person. But I feel like even though it still kind of had that dual POV, I feel like it made me enjoy it more because when we had the villains POV, I don't really like to call it POV because it was third person. I don't know, when it was more like the villain, I guess, like we would still be like he went to grab her but like he doesn't know why or like that's wrong and I'd be like 5 stars in my book. All right, so I've started my second book. I'm about 23%. It's called Ruinous Creatures, and it's actually an arc. My first ever arc I've ever received. I also want to say I'm not being paid. This is for free, and it's just they gave it to me in hopes that I would talk about it. And I am, because I'm just so excited. I am really, really enjoying it so far. The world is very magical, very whimsical. It's dual POV. The thing about that, more just there's gonna be a POV I like more, and I happen to like the guy POV more. So it's Adela is the girl, and then it's Kian. Keon. I've been saying Keon. I love him. He's when he saw Adela for the first time. Also him interacting with his ex. I love him. Adela, I feel like I'm still like right now, and of course this could change, she's giving very much fantasy main character vibe, like stereotypical fantasy main character. And there's really nothing that sticks out to me. But again, I'm only 23% of the way done. It could change. And I feel bad saying anything. I just want to say all good things about every book ever. Good morning. For the first time in like forever, I actually made hot coffee. I don't know why. It's been a very weird morning. I've had the Alice in Wonderland song, like run and run and run and run and run where we go, dun, 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 and I can't get it out of my head. I used Joffrey's, hello, why did I say it like that? Joffrey's coffee. Because last time I was in Disney, I just didn't use all the K-cups, so I took them home for the few times I have warm coffee. We're getting a little sidetracked, but this is important to me, so I need to share it. Whatever cold brew they have, like the French cold brew that they have at Gaston's Tavern in the Magic Kingdom, if someone knows where I can purchase that, I will forever be grateful, because that is my favorite cold brew to ever exist on this planet. Anyways, I'm almost 50% of the way done with Ruinous Creatures. I kind of want to like try and finish it today, and that's not something I normally do. Like, because I don't want to put rules on hobby. That just seems annoying. Kind of want to get the review in to the publisher, because that's like one of the things you have to do, and I feel like they've waited quite a while, and I feel like if I don't get this review in, they'll never send me anything again. And I actually got another arc, but I'm gonna save that for a different, yeah. Oh my god, what is up? It's the same day. I'm just in a t-shirt now because I got really sweaty. I'm 82% the way done. I have a liquid IV. Cue the time lapse. I'm sitting like this. I'm getting comfy, and I will sit as I please. I finished Ruinous Creatures. It's gonna get a 4.5 stars from me. I liked it. I liked the magic system that we got. I liked the romance. My thing about the romance is it felt a little insta-lovey, so it took me a little bit to actually vibe with it. Once I kind of got over that, it kind of did it for me, which is great. Glad I got on its side. All of a sudden, I'm forgetting every single thing about this book. I will say though, the ending, crazy, and I love that. And I like how the story's tied up with a nice little bow, and I don't have to wait for a second book to come out, because I'm really bad about reading series, so. Anyways, I think we should just pick the next book. That's what I heard. It's gonna be this book. I've had this book on hold at my library for what feels like a decade. I keep getting recommended this book on the internet, specifically. Like, if you like this character in a TV show, read this book. Like, those kind of videos. This one, always. Right. And then I also think it's great for fall time because it's like paranormal, I believe. Like, and then I've also heard you get really attached to the characters, my kind of vibe. I love getting attached to characters. That's my whole shtick. There's 4 books in this series. So I just need to know. I love going blind into books, so I'm really excited to see that. I have to find my bookmark because I haven't read a physical book in a hot minute. Have I updated this vlog? I'm listening to the Good Omens full production audiobook, which is very fall because, you know, the devil. Never know what to put on the TV. Alright, I haven't had time actually to start reading it, but you know what? It's okay. Do I have to leave in an hour? Yes. I like don't know where all my sweatshirts went. They're in the laundry. Thing is, do I want to read here? Or since no one's home, I could go in the living room. Decisions, decisions. So, I feel like it's a common theme with me to do this at this point, but this book is due today at the library. So, I got two candles. First one, pumpkin pecan waffles. This is my favorite fall candle probably ever. This one's more wintry, but it's okay. It's cozy flannel and vanilla. Oh, I forgot to turn voice isolation back on. Yay. Maybe I'll add some warmth to this room. That's not how it works, but I'm hoping it is. Chestnuts roasting. I was able to get this renewed. It's many days later. I don't want to say how many days later. I've had the urge to redecorate my Kindle because these stickers are just like random ones and I put them on. Chat, I drew two, but my arm hurts, so I'm gonna stop. I'm eventually gonna outline them in Sharpie, color them, obviously draw the other ones, but I think they'll be like a good size. All right, I finished The Raven Boys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I would just like to go through my thought process while reading this. So in the beginning, I was like, okay, I like the characters, I like the setting. It grips you right away, which is amazing. And then we kind of hit a little lull in the story. I wasn't as interested, but I kept reading it because I was like, oh, I still like the characters. I still like the vibes we got going on here. And then maybe like the last 100 pages, absolute cinema, crazy. And now I need the second book immediately. So another series I've started and will probably never finish, but that's okay. My favorite is probably Adam. Also Gansey? Again, I don't know what the pronunciation of these names. Gansey was another favorite of mine. Like the paranormal, oh my god, it was great. So I'm gonna give it 4 stars just because of that kind of lull, and I wasn't too interested in the story. It took a little bit, but also I did realize this is the first in a series, like the first book out of 4, and I'm really glad I read it. I kind of didn't know what to expect. I just kind of know the characters were very likable, and I definitely understand that. And I think with that, I'm finally gonna put an end to this vlog. And I didn't finish decorating my Kindle. It's okay. There's always next time. One day I'll learn how to close out a video, but that day is not today.